All right, so I'm excited to take it back all the way from medical school to college to high school to middle school. I'm going to be talking about my experience being a tutor today. So I'm excited to talk about this. This is part of my journey to and through medical school. I've been a tutor since the 7th grade. I remember I was called into the principal's office one day, and the principal, I was doing well in my math class, and the principal said, "We have a 7th grader that's really struggling with their math. We know that she's from Germany. You just got back from Europe. We lived in Europe for a year. And we would really like it if you could tutor her after school." And so that's where my journey as a tutor started. So my hope is that in this video, if you are going to pursue tutoring, that you can take something away from this. I really do recommend tutoring if it's something that you are passionate about. It takes a lot of patience, but I like to think about it as a very selfless endeavor. You're taking all the knowledge and the information and the talents that you have to help the next person in the next generation. And so I think it is very well worth it. I have done it for a long time, and I probably will do it forever and go from there. So let's just talk about a few things that you can expect. So starting out, there's kind of two types of tutoring. You can be associated privately, where you're your own tutor, where you run your own business or your own tutoring service, and you set up your own clients and all of that. Or you can go through a tutoring program or tutoring company and work for them. So in the 7th grade, I would have been more of like a private one done through the school. And then during college, I actually applied to be a tutor for the disabilities program at my college, or the accessibility program, because I'm really passionate about it. Like I've said in other videos, I never want you to pursue something just for what it might look like on a resume or for a prideful endeavor, but really because you're passionate about it. And I'll be completely transparent here. I actually have cerebral palsy and dyslexia, and so I wanted to be able to help students that were similar to me and or going through similar struggles overcome them. And so I started tutoring with them. The first part of their tutoring situation, if you're a private tutor versus someone that goes to an institution, I was able to get to training through them, and so versus me just doing it privately in 7th grade. So that was really helpful. Not only that, but they were able to find my clients for me. I didn't really have to do the searching myself, which was really helpful. And they had a system for booking through the manager of the tutoring center. So that's really helpful. Okay, and then moving forward from there, when I was in medical school, it was through the medical school as well, and they picked the clients that were a good match for me, and I tutored with them. So just a few things I want to start off with was really thinking about, if you want to be a tutor, the goal of a tutor. And I'll never forget the quote that was given to me: "Your job is to lose your job." And most of my job as a tutor was really just to teach study skills. And then I would spend my time quizzing these students, especially pre-nursing or medical students, and going from there. So it's really great that you can take your skills and to help others. You want to think about, what are your strengths? What areas do you feel comfortable tutoring in? I usually tutored all the sciences and maths that I could think of, up to, I didn't really do physics, but really what your strengths were. And then the other thing you want to think about is, how are you going to schedule these? I think one resource that they had that was really helpful was called something-you-can-book-me.com, and you can put your schedule and time slots that you can book, and then what subjects in there, so people could book you from your email address, which was really helpful. I had it in my signature, and go from there. Outside of that, I really enjoyed it as an opportunity to give back. And I think the harder parts of tutoring was trying to figure out the scheduling, and then figuring out where you want to meet. You always want to meet in a public area, a place that you feel safe, going from there. Apart from that, I think it's important to say that sometimes one of the hurdles you'll have is trying to meet your student where they're at. So try to figure out, what is the need that you can meet, and go from there. It can sometimes be a bit challenging to figure that out at first. And the other part is sometimes you're not a good fit for each other, and so working through those, I'd say, were the hardest parts. But I do think that my experience tutoring has been one of the most beneficial for me. Not only does it give you an opportunity to give back with the skills that you have, but it also strengthens your knowledge in the fields that you tutor. And it helps you teach soft skills, learning how to connect with people. And I really do think it looks good on applications, because if you think about it, this is an opportunity where you're taking a really busy pre-med student and you're saying she made time to help others as well. So that desire to take care of others is already shown early on. So these are the things that I learned tutoring. It was a great experience and I would recommend it to anyone that's interested. As always, if you have any questions, let me know. And then, all right, so then I'm going to end on a quote for the day. So it is live fully for the next generation. And I think that's exactly what tutoring is. Once again, if you have any questions, things that you'd like me to go into further, I would love to do so. Please subscribe if you want me to make more videos, and I will do so. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.